starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
For years, the footage was hiding in plain sight. Short clips, playful interviews, jokes that once felt harmless. A teenage pop star standing in rooms meant for adults. A powerful music mogul brushing it all off as mentorship. And an industry that never stopped long enough to ask the most important question. Why was this happening at all?
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down, you gotta, Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go on.
That question has resurfaced now, louder than ever, after 50 Cent claimed there was a deleted Netflix tape that showed a very different side of the story. According to him, moments that were once laughed away deserve to be looked at again, more carefully, and with context that did not exist at the time. Suddenly, people are no longer watching these clips for entertainment. They are watching them for answers.
I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they loved me, and,
Justin Bieber was still a teenager when he entered the upper levels of the music industry. His rise was fast, public, and overwhelming. Cameras followed him everywhere, but protection did not always follow at the same pace. In early interviews, he was frequently described as a little brother, praised for his talent, and welcomed into circles filled with powerful adults. On the surface, it looked like support. Underneath, critics now point to a clear imbalance of power.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs. And he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time.
Many of those moments involved Sean Diddy Combs, a figure whose influence in music extended far beyond business. In archived footage, Diddy joked about age, access, and privilege. At the time, the tone seemed playful. Today, those same conversations feel different. When viewed through a modern lens, they raise questions about boundaries and responsibility, especially when a minor is involved.
I hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time.
This was not the first time Diddy had been connected to a young artist at a formative stage. Years earlier, he spoke openly about his relationship with Usher, describing how the singer lived with him while still a teenager and how he helped guide his early career. Back then, the industry framed it as mentorship. Now, some observers are questioning whether those arrangements blurred lines that should never have been crossed.
Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, he could buy you one also while you're out.
He got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Everything ain't for everybody.
For a long time, rumors about Diddy circulated quietly. Stories about intimidation, control, and strange behavior followed him through different eras of his career. Very few people spoke publicly. Those who did were often dismissed or ignored. One of the most consistent voices was 50 Cent, who repeatedly said he kept his distance and never fully trusted what he saw behind the scenes. At the time, many assumed it was rivalry. In hindsight, some Justin Bieber's own music later added another layer to the conversation. In his song Lonely, he described the emotional cost of fame at a young age, being surrounded by people while feeling completely alone. Fans revisited the lyrics and wondered whether the song was more than reflection. To some, it sounded like a quiet admission of what it felt like to grow up too fast in an industry that profits from youth but rarely protects it.
The bad boy. Oh, he's bad boy now.
Signing the bad boy. Announcement.
Major icon alert. It's called He's Bad Boy Now. It's called Don't Ever Play Yourself.
I'm tired of Usher. I wish somebody would come out and just like sue him. Like, we need Usher. No, we do. We need a victim to come out and be honest about him. Because what I'm realizing is that he's gonna fake the funk until the very end. He's just gonna keep on sucking the devil's. And I don't know, like with a baby, that pacifier, sometimes you gotta pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And take it away. Right? When the baby's used to sucking on the pacifier. That motherfucker gonna keep sucking on that shit until you do what? Till you take it out the mouth. Now it's gonna scream and holler, but eventually it will get used to the fact that his mouth is no longer full with that object. And that it's time to just, learn how to live without it. He been sucking on Diddy's dick a long time. It's time for him to learn how to make this thing happen without the devil's dick in his mouth or ass.
Oh my God. You don't think if he sued, he'll just Lil Woody the situation and I don't recall? I don't recall.
No, because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious this shit is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Commentator Jaguar Wright has been one of the most outspoken figures addressing this issue. She has repeatedly claimed that the music industry protects itself by staying silent, and that young artists are passed along instead of shielded. According to her, Usher stepped into Justin Bieber's life as a manager and guardian during a critical period. Publicly, it looked like the right decision. Privately, she questions whether that protection truly existed. These are allegations, not proven facts, but they continue to circulate because they align with broader concerns about how power operates in the industry.
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
Usher himself has acknowledged that he witnessed things at a young age that he should not have seen. Statements like that carry weight, especially when viewed alongside the experiences of artists who came after him. Critics argue that when someone who once needed protection later places another young artist into a similar environment, it raises uncomfortable questions about cycles repeating rather than ending.
Just turn their back on you in a second. I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Years later, Justin Bieber spoke emotionally in an interview about wanting to protect Billie Eilish. His voice cracked as he explained how difficult it was to be young, famous, and unsure of who to trust. Many viewers saw that moment as revealing. People do not speak that way unless they have lived through something. To them, it sounded like someone who understands exactly what happens when young artists are left unguarded.
That I don't keep up with these cats, but I heard that that's not only the tape that's being shopped. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him. And him doing some things with some other people. So it's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing. And I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they're really true. Because if they got if they got some tapes out there and it's with some underage.
Former Bad Boy associate Gene Deal has also added to the discussion, claiming he has heard about tapes and stories involving Diddy that have never been publicly confirmed. He insists these rumors did not appear out of nowhere, but grew from years of uneasy behavior witnessed by people inside the industry. While no verified evidence has been released, the repetition of these accounts keeps public interest alive. This story is not about one clip or one accusation. It is about a pattern that many believe was ignored for too long. Young talent enters an industry controlled by powerful gatekeepers. Silence is rewarded, questions are discouraged, and accountability often comes years later, if it comes at all. Whether the alleged deleted Netflix tape ever becomes public may not matter as much as the conversation it has reignited. Once people begin to look back with clearer eyes, it becomes difficult to unsee what was always there. The real question now is whether the industry will finally confront its past or continue doing what it has always done best, looking away.
That's a wrap on today's Hollywood drama. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily dose of glitz, gossip, and rap culture news, only on Inside Hollywood.